o'clock ಆಯ್ತಾ? 6 o'clock ಆಯ್ತಾ? Let's say Nana is there. ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ತರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ 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 ರಾಮ ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladadayine. Hiyanyakashi Purvakshaha. Shilatantanagalaya. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yetto yetto yami tato Narasimha. Mahi Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha. Narasimhamadhi Sharanam Prapati. Vakara Kamala Mare Nata Adbhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Brinda Vedavadita Nadahari नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य शीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा मई की जय, यमुना मई की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेम नंदी हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Prabhupada ki jai. Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swami Chirami Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishishya Paschatya Desha. We'll do one round of chanting.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Was it good speed this time?
Yes.
Good?
Actually, this is very nice, Prabhu.
Yeah.
With Prabhupada chanting, this is much better.
Oh, thank you. So we'll use this.
This is how many minutes, Prabhu?
I found it in YouTube. Huh?
This is how many minutes?
This is 10 minutes.
Yes, also.
Take 10 minutes.
7.5 minutes also I have that. I have it.
That is little
Yeah,
faster.
yes.
7.5 minutes. Okay. Thank you.
Shall we sit? It's just two of you. Shall we sit? Sit here? For
Yeah, we'll have. Turn. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Thank you very much for coming to our regular Saturday satsang. And after a long time, I'm seeing Mahendra Singh Rathore Prabhu. So let's all welcome him again by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu, for coming. So today we'll continue with our Srimad Bhagavatham class. We won't be having Saturday school. Okay, and at the end of the session, we will be reciting Narsinga Kavacham.
So recently we had Narsinga appearance day. So in view of that, so we'll be reciting everyone, including kids, will be reciting Narsinga Kavacha. So please keep that ready on your cell phone. Okay, thank you. Today class will be given by His Grace Sesapati Prabhu. We all know him. You no need to introduce him again. But he is a very ardent disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. We'll hear from Bhagavatam. From him, please. That's it.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining. This good. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So thank you. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bodhaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pachatya Desatarine. Thank you all. Please accept my humble obeisances. We will today, we are going to read Canto 1, Chapter 2, verse 21.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Narancheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Srinvatam Svakada Krishna Punyasravana Kirtana Hridayantasto Hiyavadrani Vidunoti Suhrut Satam Ashtaprayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamastoke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna. Okay. So please open if you have mobiles 1.2.21. Please recite after me. First I will recite once, then you can all recite after. Brijyate Hrudaya Grandhis Chidyante Sarva Samsayaha Shiyante Cha Asya Karmani Drishtva Evatmanishvare. Please recite after me. Bijyate Hrudaya Grandhis
Vidyate Hridaya Granthis.
Chidyante Sarva Samsayaha
Chidyante Sarva Samshaya.
Shiyante Cha Asya Karmani
Chiyante Chasya Karmani.
Drishtva Evatmanishvare.
Drishta Evatmanishvare.
Bijyate Hrudaya Grandhis
Vidyate Hridaya Granthis.
Chidyante Sarva Samsayaha
Chidyante Sarva Samshaya.
Shiyante Chasya Karmani
Chiyante Chasya Karmani.
Drishta Evatmanishvare.
Drishta Evatmanishvare.
Bijyate Hrudaya Grandhis
Vidyate Hridaya Granthis.
Chidyante Sarva Samsayaha
Chidyante Sarva Samshaya.
Shiyante Cha Asya Karmani
Chiyante Chasya Karmani.
Drishta Evatmanishvare.
Drishta Evatmanishvare.
So word to word translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah, please read after me. Vidhyate, pierced. Hridaya, heart.
Hridaya, heart.
Grandhihi, knots.
Granthi, knots.
Chidhyante, cut to pieces.
Chidyante, cut to pieces.
Sarva, all.
Sarva, all.
Samsayaha, misgivings.
Samsayaha, misgivings.
Shiyante, terminated.
Chiyante, terminated.
Cha, and.
Cha, and.
Asya, his.
Asya, his.
Karmani,
Karmani.
chain of fruitive actions.
Chain of fruitive actions.
Drishte, having seen.
Drishte, having seen.
Eva, certainly.
Eva, certainly.
Atmani, unto the self.
Atmani, unto the self.
Ishvare, dominating.
Ishvare, dominating.
Translation. Please read after me. Thus the knot in the heart is pierced,
Thus the knot in the heart is pierced,
and all misgivings are cut to pieces.
and all misgivings are cut to pieces.
The chain of fruitive actions is terminated
The chain of fruitive actions is terminated
when one sees the self as master.
when one sees the self as master.
Anyone wants to recite first paragraph? Read. Yeah, yes. Purport, yes.
Attaining scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead means seeing one's own self simultaneously. As far as the identity of the living being as spirit self is concerned, there are a number of speculations and misgivings. The materialist does not believe in the existence of the spirit self, and the empiric philosophers believe in the impersonal feature of the whole spirit without individuality of living beings. But the transcendentalists affirm that the soul and the supersoul are two different identities, qualitatively one but quantitatively different. There are many other theories, but all these different speculations are at once cleared off as soon as Sri Krishna is realized in the truth by the process of bhakti yoga. Should I read ahead?
Sri Krishna is like the sun.
Sri Krishna is like the sun, and the materialistic speculations about the absolute truth are the darkest midnight. As soon as the Krishna sun is arisen within one's heart, the darkness of materialistic speculations about the absolute truth and the living beings is at once cleared off. In the presence of the sun, the darkness cannot stand, and the relative truths that were hidden within the dense darkness of ignorance become clearly manifested by the mercy of Krishna, who is residing in everyone's heart as the Super Soul. Should I go ahead?
Yeah, someone can take that. Yeah, Mata.
In the Bhagavad Gita, 10.11, the Lord says that in order to show special favor to his pure devotees, he personally eradicated the dense darkness of all misgivings by switching on the light of pure knowledge within the heart of a devotee. Therefore, because of the personality of Godhead taking charge of illuminating the heart of his devotee, certainly a devotee engaged in his service in transcendental love cannot remain in darkness. He comes to know everything of the absolute and the relative truths. The devotee cannot remain in darkness, and because a devotee is enlightened by the personality of Godhead, his knowledge is certainly perfect. This is not the case for those who speculate on the absolute truth by dint of their own limited power of approach. Perfect knowledge is called parampara or deductive knowledge, coming down from the authority to the submissive adoral receiver who is bona fide by service and surrender. One cannot challenge the authority of the Supreme and know him also at the same time. He reserves the light of not being exposed to such a challenging spirit of an insignificant spark of the whole, a spark subjected to the control of illusory energy. The devotees are submissive. Therefore, the transcendental knowledge descends from the personality of Godhead to Brahma, and from Brahma to his son and disciples in succession. The process is helped by the super soul within such devotees. That is the perfect way of learning transcendental knowledge. The enlightenment perfect enables the devotee to distinguish spirit from matter, because the knot of spirit and matter is untied by the Lord. This knot is called ahankara, and it falsely obligates a living being to become identified with matter. As soon as the knot is loosened, therefore all the clouds of doubt are at once cleared off. One sees his master and fully engages himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, making it full terminating of the chain of fruitive action, the material existence. A living being creates his own chain of fruitive work and enjoys the good and bad effects of those actions life after life. But as soon as he engages himself in the loving service of the Lord, he at once becomes free from the chain of karma. His action no longer creates any reaction.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you all for joining this evening. So, before speaking, I would like to seek permission and blessings from all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here. So, I completely understand this is for my purification. So, please forgive me if I speak anything wrong. And by the mercy of Vaishnavas, I have got this opportunity. I am very indebted to them, and so I pray to my Guru and Guru Parampara to speak what they have spoken, so not to dilute the philosophy. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Yeah, today's verse is a very wonderful verse. So we have been discussing on this Srunvatam Swakada Krishna till this verse Vidyate Hridaya Grandhis Chidhyante Sarva Samsayaha. It represents different stages of devotional service. We have been discussing so 16th verse started with Srisrusho Shraddha Dhanasya Vasudeva Kadarichihi Syan Mahat Sevaya Vipraha Punyatirtha Nishevanat. So Ado Shraddha, first we have to have Shraddha. These are different stages of devotional service we have been discussing in these verses. First Ado Shraddha, Tato Sadhu Sangha. First we have to have faith, then we come here and take the association of devotees. Ado Shraddha, Tato Bhajana Kriya. Then we start chanting the holy name. We are all doing. Then Anartha Nivrutti. So this 16th verse is talking about those three stages, and then when we start hearing the Srunvatam Swakada Krishna, Udayantastohi Avadrani, so the anarthas within our heart, they will slowly get destroyed. Anartha Nivrutti, that is. And then Nashtaprayesh Avadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke. So that is Anartha Nivrutti. Then Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. So then we get that nishta. We are fixed up in this devotional service. We get that nishta, and then so by serving the Lord or by serving the devotees, by hearing Krishna Kadada every week, like daily we have to do. And then Tada Rajastamo Bhavaka. By hearing this Krishna Kada, so this the lower modes like mode of passion and mode of ignorance will slowly overcome and will come to the mode of goodness platform. Then we start understanding the truth. Sattvam Sthite, we become joyful. So then this verse talks about Ruchi. We get Ruchi in the holy name, taste in the Krishna Kada, and then Asakti. Ruchi means Aruchi. We will lose the Aruchi for material things because our lower modes will get destroyed and will come to mode of goodness. Then it also talks about Asakti. We will be firmly fixed in our devotional service. In the last week's verse, it is Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogataha Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana Mukta Sangasya Jayate. So that is Bhava stage. And today is kind of Prema stage, but no need to worry about all these stages for the time being. But we deep dive into this. So each verse is very special in Bhagavatam. So this verse starts with Brijyate Hridaya Grandhis. So first just wanted to start. Anyone wants to add what is Hridaya Grandhi? What is Grandhi? Knot. Means what is that knot?
That I am this movement, that I am this body.
Yeah.
Entangled.
Yes.
And relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships.
Yes. Anyone?
Material attachments.
Yes. Yeah. So this Hridaya Grandhi, so our material life, we are here because of this Hridaya Grandhi, because of this knot. Our material life starts with this knot. So this knot is so as you all said, it is to enjoy our senses away from Krishna. So that is the knot within our heart. So we are attached to this material world, attachment for sense enjoyment, desiring to enjoy our senses. And Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavatam, we have a verse, Pumsam striyam mituni bhavam etam tayor mito hrudaya grandhim ahen. So this hrudaya grandhi is, it starts with the attraction between male and female. So that is the base for this material existence. That is where this starts. So attraction between male and female. So attraction, that is the Mithuni Bhavam. So this is told by Rishabhadev to his sons in 5th canto. So this Hridaya Grandhi starts from there. So the attraction between male and female. That is, Srila Prabhupada says, that is Mithuni Bhavam, and also Bhagavatam says that is sex life. So that is the knot in our hearts. So because of that, then what happens? We develop attachment to Gruha, Kshetra, Sutta, Apta, Vittaihi. Gruha to the house, Kshetra to the field, whatever we have, and Sutta to the children, and to Apta to the relatives, Vittaihi, wealth. So we get attachment, we develop attachment to all of these things because of this attraction between male and female once they marry, and so all these things we start developing attachment to this. So this is the Hridaya Grandhi, this is the knot. But it doesn't mean that at the same time, Srila Prabhupada says, it doesn't mean that we should not have a wife or a husband. So if they are favorable for our spiritual life, even children, then we are good to have them. So if they don't cause bondage to us, because if you procreate children for Krishna conscious children, so they don't create any bondage. So even a wife, our husband will be helpful for our spiritual life, spiritual progress. So, but Bhagavatam says most people are bound by this knot, because this Hridaya Grandhi, this knot, so this sense enjoyment, desiring to enjoy the senses away from Krishna. So this is Hridaya Grandhi. And so because we are hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam, and if we chant Hare Krishna mantra, so we slowly from this heart, Cheto Tarpana Marchanam, so that cleansing will start. We will slowly, we realize this is not the life, and we slowly get attached to, we gradually, step by step, we develop attachment to Krishna. So, and also this Hridaya Grandhi, this Hridaya is very, very important, where Srila Prabhupada says that is the location of the mind, actual location of the mind, Cheta. So, where all of our desires, they stay in that Hridaya Grandhi. That is why Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, when Arjuna gave up to fight with his relatives, Kauravas, then Krishna first said, Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam. So because he has that knot in the heart, he was still having the attachment to his, he was seeing them as relatives, and he gave up the fight he gave up that fighting to fight with the Bhishma, Dronacharya, Bhishma Deva, and all those stalwarts. So that is Krishna said, Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam. So give up this petty weakness and Uttishtantu Parantapa. So you go ahead and Uttishta, and go ahead and Tektva, give up, and Uttishta Parantapa. So go ahead and come above to the next level. So you have to give up this Hridaya Daurbalyam. That is what Krishna says. And and also how to then we have all this knot, but how to get rid of this knot? That is the important thing. How we can get rid of this knot? Only we can, because that Bhagavatam says Now we are hearing Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Srunvatam Swakada Krishna, Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam. So these are the ways to cut this knot, this Hridaya Grandhi. By chanting, by hearing Krishna Kada, so by developing love for Krishna, attachment for Krishna, we get we can slowly, gradually come out from this Hridaya Grandhi. So Bijjate Hridaya Grandhi. This is the stage where when that Grandhi is that knot is pierced, then Chidyante Sarva Samsayaha. So all the doubts are cleared off. So to pierce this knot, what we have to do is we have to take shelter of Guru and Krishna. So Guru and Krishna, if you take the shelter of spiritual master and Krishna, they can help us to pierce this knot. With our own effort, it is impossible to get rid of this knot. So taking the shelter of Sri Lakshmi spiritual master and Krishna, because spiritual master will give us strength and protection to pierce this knot from our heart. Because this Hridaya Grandhi is very, very, very tough to pierce off, to cut off. So we have a story. Once Indra, he did an offense to his spiritual master Brihaspati. Because he was offensive to his spiritual master cursed him to take birth in earthly planet as a hog, as a pig. So then he came to earthly planet as a pig, and what happened? The Indra post became vacant, and so things are not in order. So then Brahma thought, okay, let us bring back that Indra to the post. Then he came to the earthly planet and he asked hog. He said to Hog, you are not a hog and you are Indra, please come. You are you are the ruler of the heavenly planet, and please come and sit in that heavenly planet and rule that. Then he said that he was so attached at that time in that hog's body. He said that I have so many responsibilities. I have my wife, I have my children, I have my field, I have so many things. I cannot come out. Because that is the Maya, the attachment of Maya. That Maya creates that attachment is very, very difficult to overcome. So then finally he scolded and he said that no, you are the ruler of heavenly planet. Then he finally realized that Indra and he came back. But it's very difficult to come out of this bhava roga, that is the material disease. So only by the mercy of Guru and Krishna we can overcome, and also by giving higher taste. By giving higher taste, my Guru Maharaj says, if you have a restaurant where there are very good foods available, so we certainly go there because it's giving some higher taste. So similarly, in the spiritual platform, we have to give higher taste to our senses. Otherwise, the senses goes to the lower stage, right? This material taste. So param drushva nivartate. So we have to give that higher taste by chanting and hearing Krishna Katha. So if we start chanting and hearing Krishna Katha, we will slowly, our detachment starts from these material things. So what is the parameter that you are progressing in spiritual life? Any wants to add? What is the parameter?
Less taste materially. Materially less taste.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
More taste in chanting.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. The more we are going close to Krishna, and the more we are getting detachment from material things. Yes. That is the parameter that we are progressing in Krishna consciousness, spiritual life.
Simple living, high thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
Prabhupada always.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that kind of so that is the we have to give that higher taste, and we have to keep on checking every every now and then that whether I'm progressing or not, by comparing whether I'm getting detached to material things and whether I'm progressing in Krishna consciousness. So, Srila Prabhupada says, this body, so we are having attachment to this body, and actually this body, as you all said, we are having the Hridaya Grandhi is attachment to the body, and but this body's end product is actually when we leave this body, its end product is stool, or it turns into ashes. Because this body has a value as long as the living spark is there. So even if there is a beautiful boy or girl, if they leave the body, we just throw it off. It doesn't have any value because it has a value. Our body has a value because we are the souls. As long as soul is there, then this body has a value. Because this soul is part and parcel of Krishna, so that is why everyone loves us. Because as soon as the soul is left, and no one loves the body, because we love someone because the soul is there, because soul is part and parcel of Krishna. So we have to understand that the soul is the one which is giving this consciousness to the body, and because of the soul, existence of the soul only, this body is moving. So to get rid of this Hridaya Grandhi, what we have to do is, as Bhagavatam says, we have to Sravanam Kirtanam, we have to always hear the Krishna Katha and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and take the shelter of spiritual master. That is the process to get rid of this Hridaya Grandhi. And next, Chidhyante Sarva Samsayaha. So then when this Hridaya Grandhi is pierced, when that is happening, then samsayas, the doubts, they slowly cleared off. They are gradually cleared off. The samsayas are like, so the who am I, and who is Krishna? So what is my relationship with Krishna? So these first all these misgivings must be cleared off. So that is what Chidhyante Sarva Samsayaha. So first in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says Kshetra Kshetragna Yoga, right? That there Krishna explains about Kshetra, Kshetragnam, Prakruti, Purusha, and Gnana and Gneyam. Six Arjuna asks about 6 things. Who is Prakruti, who is Purusha, and what is Kshetra, who is Kshetragna, and then what is the Gnana and what is the Gneyam, what is the knowledge and what is the object of knowledge. Krishna clears all those things in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So when we know these things, all of our doubts are cleared off. So what is Prakriti, what is material nature, and who controls it, under whose control it is working, and who is Purusha, what is the soul, and what is Kshetra, what is the field, what is this body, and who is Kshetragna, who is the knower of this body, and Krishna is the knower of all the bodies. We only know our own body. We don't know what is happening in others' body. Even we don't know what is happening within our body. But Krishna is the knower of all bodies. And what is the knowledge, and what is the object of the knowledge, Gnana and Gneya. So these are the, when we know this, all of our samsayas, they get destroyed. So first thing is we'll discuss on one thing, important thing, who is Krishna, and why we want to hear about Krishna. Anyone wants to? Because we are hearing about Krishna Katha. Why you want to hear about Krishna Katha?
Then we will get attached with Krishna and this attachment with material world.
Okay, nice.
Krishna is the supreme personality of God.
Yeah.
When you know that you want to.
Yes.
It's said in the scriptures that you have to hear and know about Krishna.
Yeah. Yes.
When we live in the body, we can remember Krishna.
Yes.
This is the final goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, mother.
It's very
Krishna is
pleasing
like
to you.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Yes, mother, you were saying something.
Yeah, Krishna is like soul, right? So when soul is not in the body, so soul is not
super
in the
soul.
body. Yeah.
Krishna is super soul. Yeah. Yeah, if he's not there, our soul doesn't work. So he's the Atma of the Atma. So he's the soul of the soul. So if he's not there in our soul, we are the souls. He's there in our soul's heart. Without him, it's like a chip. So unless it is activated, we cannot work. For example, we get a credit card. Unless it is activated, we cannot work. We are the souls. Unless Krishna is present, our soul doesn't work. So we are all dependent on Krishna. Only thing is, when Krishna created this material world, we are all in the dormant state in the body of Karanadaksai Vishnu. And according to our karma and svabhava, Krishna gave different bodies, and he created this material world. Let us say, if you think Krishna, why sometimes people think, oh, why I am getting sufferings, why I am suffering here, why? People always question this. One thing is, now Krishna created, let us say Krishna created, and someone asked me, sometimes people ask, oh, everything is done by Krishna. Aham sarvasya Prabhu. Everything is done by Krishna. Then what is my role here? Why what I have to do here? Why I am suffering here? Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, so I am the one, the originator of this Mahabharata war. I have already killed everyone, Krishna said to Arjuna. And then you go ahead and fight. Then people ask, everything is done by Krishna, what is our role? So let us think like this. So let us say Krishna created a material world, and he created us and our bodies. And if he just send us there, it's like if Krishna doesn't give any free will to us, we are just like a robots. If you buy a robo will be there. If he is acting as per your instructions, that's just a robo. It doesn't have any emotions, it doesn't have any free will. So what Krishna did, Krishna created our bodies, Krishna put our soul there, and he also entered inside that soul. Then our soul started working, and Krishna also gave free will. So as minute free will, minute freedom. So at least now that minute freedom is to desire. And Krishna gave he created this material world. Let's say you are at the beach and you are creating one castle with the sand, and you created and you are entering one body, one small robo there, and you are putting that robos, maybe 5 or 10 robos, and you created a big castle and you created all the facilities, and also you activated those robots to work. So everything is actually provided by Krishna. Let's say you created that castle and you also created the facilities, how to move that for the robots, and also you have given some free will for the robots, some emotions, something. Those toys, let's say those toys, you have given some emotions and some free will, and they can roam around. But Krishna has done the same thing. He has given the free will, and he has given a minute freedom for us, but he has created all the facilities for us. So that is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimudatma kartaham idman. Everything is already given by Krishna. Only our free will is to desire. Because we are here, because we desire to lord over this material nature. Krishna, whatever Krishna has created, and we wanted to be away from Krishna. We wanted to be like Krishna. So we wanted to be the center of everything. We wanted to be center. So that is why we are here, and Krishna created all these facilities. So the only thing, the wrong, the misgiving, the whatever, we are misusing that freedom, that free will, to desire and to lord over this material nature. If you turn that desire to serve the Krishna, then your life is successful. A simple thing. We are trying to desire and lord over the material nature. If you just desire to serve Krishna, then our life is successful. So that is what Krishna wants. So Krishna has given that minute freedom, but all the facilities are given by Krishna. Even if you want to make a gulab jam, we can't produce anything. The batter, the oil, the fire is given by Krishna. Oil is given by Krishna. The batter is given by. Only we have the desire to make. So what we have to do is we have to spiritualize that desire. When we spiritualize that desire, then our life will become successful. The spiritualize means that I want to serve Krishna. I want to whatever I do, I have to do for the satisfaction of Krishna. So we have to check that every step of our life, whether I am doing this for the satisfaction of Krishna. Because all the facilities are already provided by Him. Because everything belongs to Him. Nothing belongs to me. Nothing belongs to us. So whatever this house or car or everything is provided by Krishna. But we are claiming the ownership of that property. Everything belongs to Krishna. If we change that attitude that, okay, Krishna has given me and I have to use everything in the service of Krishna and I have to work for the satisfaction of Krishna, then our lives will become successful. So that is what happens when we start chanting and when we start hearing Krishna Katha. And also we want to hear Krishna because when Mother Rukmini, when she heard about Krishna from Narada Muni, and she developed love for Krishna because by hearing the qualities. So if we have to develop love for someone, what we have to do is we have to hear the qualities, gunas of that person. Okay, when we hear the qualities of Krishna, then we develop love. So that is why we have to keep on hearing Krishna Katha. So okay, we have to like when Putana came, which Putana came to kill Krishna when he was three months old, but what Krishna did? Krishna gave the liberation to her. He gave a mother position in the Goloka Vrindavan for her. Because Kamva Dayalu Saranam Vrajema. That is one of the quality of Krishna. He is so merciful. So merciful. He doesn't see our faults. He only sees the good. Whatever good we have done, that's what he sees. So he doesn't see. He only Guna Ekadarshi. Guna Ekadarshi, he only sees the good qualities in us. In Chaitanya Bhagavatam it says, Krishna only sees the good qualities in us. He doesn't see any bad qualities. If we start seeing our bad qualities, we cannot go back to home, back to Godhead. He doesn't say at all. He is very, very merciful. So that is why we have to learn the qualities of Krishna. He is Ananta Kalyana, Gunas. He has unlimited this Kalyana, auspicious qualities. He doesn't have any bad qualities, Krishna. So that is why we have to hear more and more Krishna Katha. If we hear, we come to know about his gunas, his qualities, and we develop love for him. So that is very important. From our side, what we have to do is, so it is always, we should never think that, okay, I leave it to Krishna, okay, whenever Krishna desires, okay, I will be very formed and fixed in my devotional service. It should not be like that. It is always two-sided. So when Mother Yashoda, she was trying to, during we read Damodar Leela. So when Mother Yashoda, when she was trying to try the knot towards Krishna's belly, she could not do it. She could not do it. She kept on trying, she could not do it. But when Krishna allowed her to do it, then she could tie the knot. So that is what the essence of that Leela is. Two things. One is our endeavor should be there. Without our endeavor, nothing would happen. Krishna, we cannot. First, we have to do that endeavor. We have to start that process. Then Krishna would help. Okay, Krishna say, okay. Then Krishna will give his hand to make us progress in this spiritual life. So first we have to have our endeavor, and then Krishna's mercy. These two things must be there. Just okay, I will just depend on Krishna mercy. I don't do any endeavor. It doesn't work. We must endeavor. we must chant, we must hear Krishna Katha, and we must to do our devotional service. So one is our endeavor and then Krishna's mercy. So this both should be there to be successful in our devotional life. So when we start doing this, Chidhyate Sarva Samsayaha. So all these samsayas, they will get cleared off. And also another thing is then Shiyanteja Asya Karmani. So what happens then? Our chain of fruitive actions is terminated. This is very, very important. Unless this is terminated, we cannot go back to Godhead. How this is terminated? Very, very important. In Nectar of Devotion, it says, Aprarabdha phalam papam kutam vejam phalonmukam. Vishnu bhakti ratmanam kramena praliyate. So we have been here since time immemorial. So we have accumulated so much sinful act. We have done so many sinful activities. Aprarabdha phalam papam kutam vejam phalonmukam. So this aprarabdha means unmanifested reaction and prarabdha means manifested reaction. Right now we are in some body because something is manifesting. So in order to bear those results, we are in this body today. Because of our karma, papa or punya, we are in this body. And we are in this body and now we are either suffering or we are suffering or we have some happiness, right? So in order to bear that happiness or suffering, we are in this body. So, and Srila Prabhupada made very, very nice thing here. I liked it very much. So, Srila Prabhupada says, we cannot find same pair of body, exactly same nature. We cannot find. So, my body is different from all of your bodies. Your body is different from all of other bodies which are there on this planet. Because even twins, if they are born, their bodies are different. One may be little taller than other, and one may be having fair complexion. So it is completely different. My body is different from your body. So why? Because we all have different karmas in our past life. We all have. Because of our past karma, we have different bodies. So that is why. So actually, because of this reason, we should never compare, or one should not compare one with other. Even on material platform, even in schools, the teachers say everyone is unique. Everyone is unique, right? Because we all have our past karma. Because of our past karma, we have got this body today. And we are all unique because we all behave in a different ways because of our past karma. Even in spiritual life, we can never compare one with other because one may be doing some service and he may be doing good, and one may not be able to do because of all these different past karma. Because of that, we should never compare one with other because everyone's journey is different. Everyone has their own journey, and but Krishna is so merciful. Definitely, Krishna will help everyone. But so the point here is we should never compare or we should never compete with others. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own devotional life. Everyone has their own because we don't know what they have done in their past life and why they are having someone might be having smooth life and someone might be having obstacles, but we should never compare. That's what Srila Prabhupada says there. So we all have different bodies because of our different past karmani, and coming back to this karmani, that our past karma, right? One is aprarabdha, unmanifested reaction, and because we are all born in avidya, ignorance. Because we are born in ignorance, we tend to do sins, papa. We have the papa pravritti. And when we do, this papa is like a, first it is like in the form of bija. It is in like a sinful desire. When we have, so it's like a sinful, bija means sinful desire. And when we execute that, then we do the papa. When we have a sinful desire, we do the papa. Let's take one example. For example, there is a thief. There is a thief, and he has a sinful desire due to his ignorance or his past karma, whatever it is. He has a sinful desire. That is called bijam. And then what happened? Still, he has not done any papa, but he has a sinful desire. Then what? He went ahead and he theft some house. Then he has done some papa. But because of that, he has to be caught by police. But he is still not caught. Because still that is aprarabdha, unmanifested reaction. Prarabdha means manifested. If someone is caught and he is put into jail, that means it is prarabdha, manifested reaction. But if he is not caught, that means it is aprarabdha, unmanifested reaction. And then what happens? If he is not caught, still it is aprarabdha, and he would still again do the same thing. That sinful propensity, that sinful tendency is still there. Kutam, that is there in his heart. He will keep on doing that same thing. Stealing the items, stealing the other houses. So this is a very vicious cycle, because that unless that sinful desire is gone from our heart, we cannot be successful in our devotional service. So that will be gone only when we do Vishnu Bhakti. When we do Vishnu Bhakti Atmana Kremeneva Praliyate. This papa, this will be gradually gone. So when we do this Vishnu Bhakti, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, very simple process. Krishna has given very mercifully to us. So if we do this, we can get rid of this vicious, prarabdha, this papa cycle, and we can come out from this, and we can finally go back to home, back to Godhead. So this Vishnu Bhakti, only Vishnu Bhakti. Only by Vishnu Bhakti means, so no other. Vishnu Bhakti means Krishna Bhakti. Only either to Krishna or Vishnu avatars. No other devata. If you take the shelter of any other devata, any other demigod, it is we cannot come out from this vicious life cycle, vicious papa cycle. So we have to take complete, like tasma dekena manasa bhagavan satvatam vati vyavasayatmaka buddhi ekena kurunandana. One-pointed focus, one-pointed attention to Krishna. That will make us to get rid of this papa cycle, and then we can slowly develop that taste for Krishna. So this is very, very important. First thing is we have to chidhyante sarva samsayah kshiyante chasya karma. To get rid of this karma papa cycle, we have to take first that one-pointed shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. If you are still taking the shelter of other devatas, it doesn't work. We will come into this pool. Akamaha sarva kamoha moksha kama udaradihi. So whether you have some desires or whatever it is, you go and ask Krishna only. You go and ask Krishna. No, don't ask anyone else. He would, Krishna checks whether this is good for us or not, for our soul or not. And based on that, he would give that particular thing to us. So he looks at our soul, he looks at the welfare of our soul. So only Krishna and Vishnu can give this liberation from this material world, this papa. Even Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, even impersonalists, Advaitis, they worship Nirakara form. Even they don't have any they have not developed any love for Krishna, personal form. So they worship, they don't even worship, they do some kind of process. They were inclined to Nirakara. Even in that Nirakara impersonalists, they cannot get rid of Prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma means whatever we are now suffering here. And also there is another body ready for us in next life. This Prarabdha karma they can't get rid of. only we can get rid, they can get rid of at least aprarabdha karma, unmanifested reaction, but prarabdha karma, which is manifested, they can't get rid of. So they have to take again birth to to get rid of that prarabdha karma. So only bhakti, this Vishnu bhakti, Krishna bhakti only can make us to get rid of this papa cycle, and will give that liberation. I mean that pure devotional service. And then the last thing is drishta evatmanishware. So when we do this Krishna bhakti, then finally one who then we come to know we are the eternal servant of Krishna, and what we come to know the nature of the soul. The nature of the soul is eternal servant, because the nature of the soul is servant and Krishna is the master. In the material world, we don't like this relationship master and servant, because if someone is my master, what he does, if someone is my manager or boss, he would dominate me, he would try to exploit me, and he would try to cheat me. But that is why we don't like this master and servant relation. But spiritual world, the servant, we are the servant, that is the natural, natural for us. So that is our dharma. So we will be very, very happy if we are the servant of Krishna. So we naturally do, when we go to spiritual world, we naturally serve Krishna, because that is our dharma. Krishna created us to serve him. So we get lot of happiness. We also go to that stage, Anandamaya Abhyasa. We also go to that Satchidananda stage. But we are never equal to Krishna. But when we are serving Krishna, we also get that happiness from Krishna. That is a very natural position for us. That is right. Mother loves her child. It's very natural for her. Similarly, so the serving Krishna is natural for us, because Krishna created. That is our constitutional position. That is our dharma. That is our sanatana dharma. That is our eternal relationship with Krishna. So then we will be very, very happy. So that is the drishta evatmanishware. So then we realize that by doing all these things, Ravanam Kirtanam, and then we realize that we are the eternal servant of Krishna, and we finally go back to Godhead, and we'll finally, all of us, attain Krishna Prema. Hope one day we'll all attain that Krishna Prema. So yeah, with this, I would stop. Thank you so much for coming and listening, and please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Wonderful. Questions, reflections?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
At the end when you said let's hope we go to one day to Krishna Loka, Goloka, I was just thinking hopefully all will go and we'll have our own satsangam in the book. So that's what I reflected.
Party.
I was dreaming that way, so thank you Prabhu.
Reflection.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Prabhuji. To cut the knots, we had to approach a spiritual master, and to go back to Krishna, we had to chant and then serve Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful session, Prabhu. When I saw first the paragraphs, I thought it's like a very small verse, like 4, and how you explained like each verse with so many examples. I was very, very touched, Prabhu, very impressed.
Yeah, I'll go to Srila Prabhupada.
I was like just thinking like for each line, you had like at least 4 examples, and each example was related to the line so well. So very nice, Prabhu, very, very good. I have one question, Prabhu, if it's okay. So you said when the Nirakaras, like the people who worship like no god or anything, some of the karma is gone. Like I think you said aprarabdha karma, they will. How will they get over aprarabdha, even the aprarabdha karma, Prabhu? Because they are not worshipping the Lord. Like how in their process will that work?
Yeah, they Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti. So they worship the Brahman. They are at the Brahman platform. They are not the pure devotees, but they are not devotees actually. Devotees means when there is a master and servant relationship, when we exchange rasa with Krishna. So at least to some extent, yes, they can get rid of that aprarabdha karma, but they cannot completely go out of it. Is very, very difficult. Avyakta asakta chetasam. Avyakta hi gatir dukkam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So if you are attached to that avyakta, that nirakara form, it is very, very difficult to attain that final stage. So but at least in that process they will cut down because they are at least connected to Krishna's effulgence, Brahman effulgence, and yeah, they are at least believing there is a god, and also they are cutting down their material activities. Yeah, even what happens in this what happens when whoever is right worshipping or in this process of Advaita Nirakara process, most of the time what happens we see they again come into politics. I observe, Srila Prabhupada also says, so they come into politics because they are not getting the satisfaction in the whatever the process they are doing. They again come into material pool like philanthropies, or they construct some hospitals, but very, very difficult. That process is very, very difficult. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mahendra Singh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I liked in the beginning how you connected from the verse 16 and then also the stages, right? So it helped me like, oh, this is how these verses are connected. And then very nicely you explained. But I have two questions, Prabhuji. You said still some people think that why we are suffering. But I don't know if you answered that, but it got little...
Okay, yeah. Why we are suffering? Because it's because of our own desires. So when Krishna created us, he has given that minute freedom. That minute freedom is to desire. The function of the soul is to desire. So because of our desires, we are suffering. Whatever, Krishna is not held responsible for that. We are suffering because of our own desires. It's because of our own past karma only. So we cannot, no one cannot blame Krishna for that. We have done something, we are enjoying, either enjoying today or suffering. To get rid of that suffering, we have to do this bhakti process.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And the second question is, the last sentence it says, the chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as master.
Yeah.
So, like self as the master?
Yeah, here Srila Prabhupada says self is here Krishna as the master and we are the servant. It's like Atma Sakshatkar, self-realization. We are realizing that we are the servants and Krishna is the master. That is the...
Thank you, Prabhupada.
Thank you, Mata.
Hare Krishna, very nice Krishna. Thank you very much. Yes, I have one question. All born, we have come into this material world because of our karmas, right? And that is called prarabdha karma.
Yes.
And that can be overcome by bhakti process. So is that possible even to diminish the prarabdha karma of others when we pray for them?
Yes. Yeah. Prarabdha karma and aprarabdha both are there. Prarabdha is whatever a manifested reaction we are now going through. We are suffering or enjoying. And aprarabdha is unmanifested, that is so much is there always. So yes, when we pray for them, okay, to get, we pray for them so that they can get connected to Krishna and they can chant and they can hear Krishna Katha. With this process, that reactions we can slowly diminish. At least that's what we can pray for them. I don't think we can get rid of that, but as soon as they are connected to Krishna, Krishna's holy name, definitely there is, as soon as they start eating Krishna Prasadam, then there is an effect, definitely, because we don't even know what we are going to suffer tomorrow. Because recently, one of the devotees' father, he got dental cancer. He had to go to India, and they were checking all the parameters what went wrong. Even doctors could not find. He was very healthy. 70 years old, very healthy. He could climb the steps and he could even ride the bicycle. He could run and something. He's very healthy and very good at eating. He has very good eating habits, vegetarian, and suddenly he developed dental cancer, and they had to do some operation, and he had to go through so much suffering, because that is because of our prarabdha karma. Anything can happen at any time, but if you take to Krishna's this bhakti process, when we start chanting, when we start hearing Krishna, again that will get diminished. Even Krishna will give a pinch of it. So he'll give a pinch of it. Even for others. That is why even my Guru Maharaj says, right? Our Guru Maharaj says, so give this Krishna Bhakti to others. We don't know what they are going to suffer. If they start chanting, if they start hearing Krishna Katha, coming to temple, definitely that suffering will reduce. That is what we can do. We can pray for them. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I just want to add, when we take this bhakti process, actually Krishna minimizes that suffering to very lowest. So Srila Prabhupada gives this example. When someone is supposed to be hanged in the jail, instead of that, he is punished with a small fine, like paying some $10 like that. That is reduced to very lowest. So when we take shelter of Krishna, Krishna gives very little sufferings, and that is also for our own purification.
Yes.
Yeah, and another thing is that Mother Yashoda's pastime is also very nice. Like our endeavor is always important. When we take one step towards Krishna, Krishna is very merciful. He takes 10 steps towards us. Yes,
Yeah.
just thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Mata.
wonderful speech. A lot of example explained very nicely. And today we learn about like Vishnu Bhakti. I mean, only Vishnu avatar, right? And how to read off our Hriday Granthi by chanting Hare Krishna and Shravana and Kirtanam.
Yes.
Very nicely explained.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Prajna.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The class was really nice. Today, I made like a connection how like in history when people were like fearing their royalty, they would like do a revolution, and their fear would be like a fuel to like fight back. Similar to that, like when you say there's like relationships and attachments in the material world, and you can take that fuel and that passion and turn it into love for Krishna and make it like fuel for like going back to Krishna instead of like unnecessary things.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Hare
thank you
Krishna.
for very beautiful class. I capture this thing is very interesting, and I like it because suffering is there anyway. But we know, like we need to know how to get rid of this. And you already said this, Bhagavatam already in the stating that we have this opportunity to we have to convert our desire on to the Krishna. Means everything is, if you already gave the example, if we make the gulab jamun for us, this is our own desire. If we make for the Krishna, this everything will become successful.
Yes.
Then we can get it. This is how I like it. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Wonderful lecture. Prabhuji, Radhanath Maharaj says, if family, they pray together, they will stay together. So that is in this life, in the material world. So if we pray together, family, if we pray together, are we going to go back home, back to Godhead also? And over there also we can stay together?
My wife was also asking last. I think she was saying we can in spiritual world also there are families and yeah, but I don't know Prabhuji that one. Any sastric quotation or anywhere.
No, my question is like, here if we can stay together because of performing bhakti, so certainly we are going to be there also, right?
Yeah, we are still not out of the attachment.
No, in even Vaikuntha, wife and husband relationship is there. It's there in Bhagavatam, but we don't know maybe who is going to be.
Prabhu, after listening your lecture, it seems that you are studying very, nicely you are studying, sincerely you are studying, the way you are speaking. What about Pandavas? I don't know. Since, we hear that all five Pandavas and Kunti Maharani, everybody went back to Godhead in the same body. So in a spiritual world, also they are together over there, or I don't know. I'm asking you.
I too don't know Prabhuji. Only we have, as far as I know, to my knowledge, that is where Bhagavatam stops. So it is said that they have gone back. They might be together, Prabhuji. I am not very sure. Maybe we are also together there.
Yeah. One thing I want to add,
Yes,
you were mentioning about the friend you were telling just now, whose father had a dental problem. They were devotee or not?
No, he is devotee, but his father, I think, is not chanting or nothing. He's not doing.
I saw one short video clip of Guru Maharaj. In that he says, even devotees' life they have a problem, but since they are engaged in the service of Krishna, they relish holy name of Krishna, service to Krishna, different divine pastimes of Krishna. They don't feel the pain and pangs of this material world. Even they have a problem.
Yes.
Like in the case of Pandava and Kurus, we see Kurus, they had all power and everything, but Pandavas, they didn't have all these things. They were just going through the forest and through different calamities. But they were very blissful because Krishna was there.
Yes.
And that's why at the end, when Krishna is ready to leave for Dwarka, Kunti Maharani says, I wish to have all those problems so that we can have your association. Even though we are going to get our kingdom, but if you are not there, then what is the use? So that's the thing.
Yes.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Prabhu. Thank you, Krishna. Yeah, as long as Krishna is there in our life. Yeah,
Brinda, you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. I really like the example of how you said about Brahma and Indra and how he also became very attached to like in the material world. So in order for us to like not be attached, we should always like listen to Krishna and keep remembering him, so that we can go back to him after death.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a wonderful class, Prabhuji. You just went step by step from with the problem of this Hridaya Granthi. With that word you started. How it's only, you explained with this example of Yashoda Maya, where you said that first you need to endeavor, first that has to be there, only then anything can happen. And when you endeavor, Krishna will definitely give us mercy. And with these two things, everything will fall in place to achieve Krishna.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice class. I learned so many things from your class, but especially I remember right now, like when you said like we have like everybody's different, like we cannot even like feel others, like if somebody is sitting like beside you, you cannot understand what's going on their bodies. Even we don't know what's going on our own body. Yeah, so that's like feel me wonder like how Krishna make everything. We cannot understand, but he knows everything what's going on.
Yes.
That is really wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. It was very nice session, and like we have to parse our notes of material world with help of Guruji. Then we can get real bhakti and spiritual path, and only we can do with going to shelter of Lord Vishnu's any avatara, and we are like just a character of game. So whatever we have power, we use for doing bhakti for Krishna, and that's all like the
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share?
You are the one.
Thank you, Prabhu. Such wonderful session.
Thank you.
And it is very deep, actually. Knots are very strong.
Yes.
And you said Krishna is the only person who can release these knots, right? That is why he's called Mukunda. Mukti dadati iti Mukunda. He is the one who can release. Of course, Krishna is Srimad Bhagavatham. We also have this example, Gokarna example, right? So when Gokarna does this Bhagavatam Saptah for 7 days, so each day one knot is released. Remember? His brother's knot. His brother will be in ghost form, and he'll be sitting on a tree where there are multiple knots, and each knot will be released every day. Okay, so these knots are very dangerous. So we are entangled with so many knots, and most importantly, on top of all these knots, we tie again 3 knots during marriage. Additional knots. So it's very difficult to get away. So Krishna is the only solution. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, Haribol.
Haribol.
So we'll, sorry. Yeah. So we'll, as I said earlier in this session, that we'll be doing Narsinga Kavacham. So there is no kids recitation today, but it will be Narsinga Kavacham. So kids will lead in the sense that we'll follow synchronously. Okay, kids, Brinda, Tarun, and who else is there? All the kids, Krishna, all the kids come over here. So they are going to chant, alongside we'll chant also. So please search Narsinga Kavacham on your phones. Okay, so I would request everybody to chant. It is very, very auspicious. All the kids. So while
this Nishiva Kavacham is very used with the auspicious, very good. We can afford this Nishiva Kavacham from all of our ISKCON devotees and Maharajas, whoever the Sikh or something, might be a better idea.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Prajesh Govind Prabhu, the request is that we offer this nourishing culture prayers to all the Vaishnavas, spiritual masters. As you all know that many of Srila Prabhupada's very senior most disciples, they are sick, okay, because of old age issues. So let's all chant for their well-being, good health all over the world in our ISKCON community. Okay? Please come over here, kids. Thank you. Don't block Krishna. Okay. So let's all chant together. Open up in here. So each it. Go behind. Go behind. Karan, go behind. Go behind. Yes. Stand. Stand behind. Towards the wall again. You all know, right? Okay, open up your phones.
I know it.
You don't have phone? You need a phone?
You're in the middle though.
Or you can share.
You can give
Yeah.
I got it. Prabhuji, extra.
Yeah. 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 Okay. What's calling? That's it. Sir. Zakavacham Vakshe Loudly.
चतुर्भुजं कोमलांगं स्वर्णकुण्डलशोभितं श्रेयासशोभितरस्कं रत्नकेयूरमुद्रितं तप्तकाञ्चनसङ्काशं पीतनिर्मलवाससं इन्द्रादिसुरमौलिष्टा सुवर्णमाणिक्यदीप्तिभिः विराजितपादद्वन्द्वं शङ्खचक्रादिकेतिभिः गुरुत्मताचरणया स्तूयमानं मुदान्वितं स्वहृत्कमलसंवासं कृत्वा दुःखवशं पठे नृसिंहो मे शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात्मस्तम्भवः सर्वगोपी स्तम्भवासा फलं मे रक्षतु ध्वनिं नृसिंहो मे दृशो पातु सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनः स्मितं मे पातु नरहरिः विवर्यस्तुतिप्रिया नाशं मे सिंहनाशस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मीमुखप्रिया सर्वविद्यादिपः पातु नरसिंहो रसनं मम वक्त्रं पातु इन्दुवदनं सदा प्रह्लादवन्दिता नरसिंह पातु मे कण्ठं स्कन्दौ भूभरणान्तकृत् दिव्यास्त्रशोभितो भुजौ नरसिंहः पातु यूजौ करौ मे देव वरदो नरसिंह पातु सर्वतः हृदयं योगि सभ्यश्च निवासं पातु मे हरिः मह्यं पातु हिरण्याक्ष वक्षकुक्षिविदारणः नाभिः पातु हरिः स्वनाभि ब्रह्मसंस्तुतः ब्रह्माण्डमव्यवहारं यस्य पातु मे कटिं गुह्यं मे पातु गुह्यानां मन्त्राणां गुह्यरूपधे पूर्णो पातु जानुलीनररूपधे जङ्गे पातु दराहारा हरतो योऽसो मृगेश्वरी सुराज्यप्रदा पातु पादौ मे हरीश्वरः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषा पातु मे सर्वशस्त्रं महाग्रहपूर्वता पातु महाविराजोत्मितः महाविष्णु दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालस्तु नैऋतौ पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु दिशिने सर्वतोमुखा नरसिंह पातु वायव्यं शौर्यं भीषणविग्रहः ईशान्यं पातु भद्रो मे सर्वमङ्गलदायकः संसारभयं पातु मृत्योन्मृत्येश्वरी इदं नरसिंहकवचं भक्तिमापते नित्यं सर्वपापैर्मुच्यते
पुत्रवान् लोके दीर्घायुर्भुजायते यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति संशयम् सर्वत्र जयमाप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत् भूमिर्गच्छति ध्यानां गुणानां निवारणम् त्रिशिरोरागसमुद्भूतशापहरणं परम् ब्रह्मराक्षसयक्षाणां दूरोत्सारणकारणम् भूतेवातालपद्मेव कवचं विदितं शुभम् देवासुरमनुष्येषु संसंसर्गजनं भवेत् एकसंज्ञं त्रिसंज्ञं वा यः पठेत् नियतो नरः सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति 12सहस्राणि पठेत् शिवात्मनं कृतम् कवचस्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धिः प्रजायते अनेन मन्त्रराजेन कृत्वा भस्माभिमन्त्रणाम् तस्य ग्रहभयं विवारमस्तु दत्तं मायाभिमन्त्र च राशीत्यो नरं मन्त्रं नरसिंहध्यानमाचरे तस्य योगप्रश्यति च सुक्षिसम्भवः किमात्रबहुनोक्तेन नरसिंहसदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यद्दु सत्ता शक्नोति असंशयम् गच्छन्तं गर्जयन्तं विजगजपतलं योजयन्तं हसन्तं विज्ञान्तं तापयन्तं विविधुविधिजयन्तं शिशान्तं ग्रन्थान्तं दोषयन्तं सम्मरणं वीक्षणं नयन्तं इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डपुराणे प्रहलादोक्तं श्रीनरसिंहकवचं सम्पूर्णम्
जय श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय. Thank you very much, kids.
Sesapati Prabhu Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. Thank you very much. Wasn't it wonderful? Actually, if you know the meaning, it is more wonderful. Right? But it's a little difficult. So anyways, thank you. So let's end up finally. Okay, so as you all know, next week we are not going to have satsang. You know why? Yes, thank you, Mataji. New York Rath Yatra. So we all will be in Rath Yatra. Anybody joining? New entries? No. Initially we had booked 2 vans, deluxe vans, 15-seater. But there are a lot of other more enrollees, devotees. They express their interest to join. So now there are 55 devotees going together. From Bensalem. Okay, so I had to book a deluxe van, bus. It's a big bus now, going from Bensalem. 56-seater bus, deluxe bus, with a restroom in it, and of course AC. So, but for the same price though, $40.
Your temple will be added, they will be only devoted. It's $40. We just
Yeah, temple has $55, but it's $40 for us. So
they are not going to cancel and come back here. Might be.
So I had to bargain with this company, but finally I got it through. And the guy who gave me this deal, he knows Jagannath Rath Yatra very well. He's an Indian guy.
Isn't it 2 weeks from now? It's not.
Next week it is picnic, Prabhuji. Philadelphia Temple school picnic. 8th is not.
Oh, 8th.
Week after next is
Prabhuji coming on Saturday.
Oh, June 1st. I'm very sorry. Take it back.
Yeah, June.
Okay, so sorry. Next week, let me correct it. Thank you for bringing this up. Okay. Okay, mistakes happen. You don't tell me responsible. But anyways, so next week is a special program, June 1st. One Maharaj, Ananta Krishna Maharaj, is coming to our satsang.
Ananta Krishna Maharaj from Mumbai?
Yes, from Mumbai. You know him?
Recently got sannyas.
Yes.
Second generation, yeah, same Krishna Prabhu.
Yes. So Ananta Krishna Maharaj is coming to our center, and program will be from him. And a small change is that he is going to give lecture in Hindi.
Yeah, okay.
Not English, because he can speak Hindi very well. So it will be an Hindi lecture.
We used to stay together.
Yeah,
His legal name is his Dikshit name, Harinam initiated name is Asim Krishna Prabhu. He's a Radha Govind Maharani.
Oh, nice.
But from beginning till now, he stayed in the Bombay zone.
Thank you, Prabhu. I need this introduction on Father Day. so please don't miss this. This is a very special program, and in Hindi, I guess everyone can understand Hindi, right?
Yeah.
Who cannot understand Hindi?
Kids.
Kids can't understand Hindi, so this is a very good opportunity to learn Hindi. Okay.
I will translate program.
Yes. So that is next week, and a week after that is June 8th. So whatever story I told you before is that. So June 8th, Rath Yatra. Okay. And
Next week the school picnic is there.
from ISKCON Philadelphia on Saturday. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sunday school picnic. Geeta Nagari, is it?
Green Life Partners.
Okay. So maybe you can collect details from him. So thank you very much. Mahaprasade Govinde. Nama Brahmane Vaishnave. Svalpa Punya Vatam Rajan. Vishwasva Naiva Jayate. Sharira Vidya Ja. Jarendriya Tahe Kal. Jiva Fele Vishesagare. Karamati Jivati. Lobamahe Sudharmati. Take Jatakatina Samsare. Krishna Barodaya Mahi. Kuribara Jivajai. Swaprasada Nadilobai. Sayanamrita Pavo. Ki Radha Krishna Gunagao. Premada Ko Chaitanya Nitai. Jai Nimai Jai Nitai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Radha Krishna Mahaprasadam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, jai. Thank you everyone. And many devotees are missing today because of Baltimore Rath Yatra. Yeah, thank you. Online devotees, Hari Bol.